Alright folks, we are back for round 2 on the draw, for round 3, sorry, on the draw again. This hand would be a keep with a black, like no question asked. Without a black it's a little bit clunky and risky. We don't know if we are playing against an aggressive deck again. And if we don't draw black soon, we might end up in trouble. I think 2 lands plus a 1 drop, a couple 3 drops is still a keep, but this could go wrong. Could imagine mulliganing that. I think keeping is not totally awful though, as we have basically 3 draw step before we need the land. And we are playing, you know, there's still 15 land in the deck, so that's almost 3 times 50%, a little bit less than that, but I think the odds are pretty good. And even if we draw a blue, it's not as good as a black, but it still let us cast the Ekma Sentinels. And Splendid Agony is a very good card at killing small creatures and putting you and helping you coming back from dangerous board states. So I think it's a keep. Now, you know, we might just not draw our lands, and there's nothing we can do about that. They might just pick the Scarab God here. It kind of depends on if they think they can. Yeah, no, they still took it because, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Because if I just draw a couple lands in a row and you don't pick it, you might just die. So no Scarab God for us here. Looks like another blue-black deck. Kind of like the combination of Eternal plus Commit Memory. If they don't have a Reinvolve, this could go wrong pretty quickly for them. Obviously I don't have a Force land yet, but this could be these. This could be pretty these. Screecher, sure. Gimme land. Nope. No such luck. I think we trade. The reason is we are stuck on land. They might just take it. I don't think so. I think they will block, but we still get 2 damage. We trade our 3 drop for their 4 drop, and we are in a situation where we don't really need more spell. We need enough time to draw our black and be able to do stuff. So I think if I don't attack here, they will probably just play a bigger creature anyway, and then this creature is gonna kill me. Okay, Liliana's Deathmagus is probably gonna win them the game here. Planeswalker usually pretty good against mana screwed opponent player. Yeah, I think it's game over, unfortunately. Had I drawn the land here, I could maybe come back, but we can't. And again, I think I still agree with my keep. 3 times 50%, a little bit less, 45 maybe, is pretty good odds to draw your land. And we just drew 1 island, no black. It's been clunky. There's not a ton we can do. Not a big deal though. Shit happens. Alright, so Lina's defeat definitely coming in. And then I think we might end up being. We are probably slightly more aggressive than they are actually in this matchup. I could imagine that being a thing. However, I don't know if this changes match. But I think they probably have a slightly more controlled deck, so. Not a big fan of Wasteland Scorpion against blue-black or Ekma Sentinels. I think I'm gonna just bring the defeat and another 2 drop to get as aggressive as I can. Probably gonna get Vizier for Graven Abomination, which is usually decent against blue-black. Though I guess if they do have a Splendid Agony, this is not gonna be great for me. Yeah, let's do that. Dang it. It was not fun being in the mana screwed game when your opponent has a Liliana, that's for sure. Sen is good. We have a pretty interesting question though, which is, should we play that Desert of the Mindful next turn if we don't draw a 2 drop or not? They mulligan put a card on bottom, by the way. And it's kind of close because we already have 4 lands. I mean 3 other land at least. I think I'm gonna cycle it. I'm only 2 lands away from hardcasting the Drake, and I don't really want to flood. And if you did not know that, all the cards that work with desert, like the camel we have in the deck, they still work if the desert is in the graveyard. So do we play around Sensor? I don't think we are supposed to play around an uncommon from a set that there's only one booster off. They could have another counter spell, but if they have nothing, playing the Eternal now is so much better that I think it's worth it. That's great for them, bad for us. Okay, sure. Then I think I'm just gonna sack my Eternal. They can kill it with the Punisher anyway. I get 2 damage, but most importantly, I get a discount on the Bone Peaker, which is nice. I really wanna cast this and I can run Eternal right now. And get the beatdown going. Could also just hard cast the Bone Peaker. Kind of like this move though that we just made here. Bone Peaker is a 4-turn clock on its own, and then we have 2 pretty aggressive 2-drop that are still there. Okay, well, if you cycle a bunch and don't do anything else, I'm gonna be happy for sure. Hollow one, jeez. Okay, that was impressive, I guess. And that was an impressive top deck too. And now they can trade with Dread Wanderer, but that's pretty bad because of its ability. But if they block here, they take 3 from this and the Afflict ability, and now the Peaker is a 2-turn clock, which is like really nice for us. Vile Manifestation, good, not so good against Bone Peaker, I guess. Do we cycle the Drake here? Kinda depends on if they have an answer here or not too. Consign. Okay, well then definitely not. Cool. It's kinda nice here because we had absolutely no play and they gave us a play basically. Definitely like that. Also means they probably don't have a better answer right now. Like if they had a Ringvolt, they would probably have used it. We can assume, ooh, this is attacking. I guess they are just gonna drop Hollow One afterwards, so it makes sense. Angler Drake of their own, jeez, that's good. If they use their Oblivion, I'm certainly discarding Farm Market, and then so we know one of their cards is Hollow One, so they can cycle for sure. So I'm not gonna block with my Drake. I'd be happy to see them cycling the 4/4 though, I think. They might just want to Oblivion here. They know I have 3 spells in hand, and I guess it's kind of a risky bet. They just cast the Hollow One. So we could bounce Angler Drake, but this is kind of meh. Pretty bad. They go down to 3, then they recast it, bounce my Shimmer Scale Drake, attack me for 4. Then I attack with my Drake. That's actually fine. They go down to 3. They have to recast it. Most likely, I don't think they will have a better play. Bounce my Shimmer Scale Drake, and then on our turn we can attack with Angler Drake. Force the trade, and then drop both Shimmer Scale Drake and Bone Picker in the same turn. They will be at 3 and they will have to deal with 2 3-power creature. And then in the meantime we only take 4 from Holo 1. Yeah, that's actually acceptable. Usually you don't really want to Angler Drakes, but here I believe it's the right move. And if they use Oblivion, they die, obviously, so it's not really a consideration. Yup, as expected. This attacks, and I guess they are gonna Drake my Drake, but the other Drake. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Everything happening according to the plan. Yeah. I'll play Pekka Pekka and the other Drake. Pass the turn, and we're good. And here we can even afford to probably just, if they attack with both, we can chump block the Holo one. Sure. No problem. I guess I just wanted to see more cards from my deck. They have, you know, they can do that. They are probably going to concede now, but trying to look at more cards makes sense. Yeah, definitely another blue-black control deck. Looks like they're a little bit more controlly and they have a better late game. Also some type of cycling sub-team. We do have some decent aggressive creature though, and also a nice late game too, so I feel like this might be fine. Feel like I want Graven Abomination over Vizier of Tumbling Sand in this matchup though. Pretty much sure about that. Farm market has been lackluster to say the least. Probably bringing in the Scorpion, which is fine creature that can beat down. Maybe Kenrite Eternal is just better here. Yeah. And I feel like I want to be as aggressive as I can in this matchup. No lands. I'm not gonna keep that one. I will have to keep that one and hope that I can see a black. But you know, if you get one lander and then there's also one lander, there's not a ton you can do. Unfortunate. I think this was an interesting matchup, and now it might just, well, I guess we got the land, so there is that, but feels like it might just resolve around us mulliganing into kind of a bad hand. I'm already complaining, but it's definitely not over. Well, they can Doomfall the Scarab God, and we don't really have the pressure to do anything here. We don't even have a desert for the camel. It's looking grim, folks. It's really looking grim. They have their Baneweed Punisher. Yeah, this is looking terrible for us. And the Bone Picker. Okay. Now we draw the desert. Come on, not like that. This is this is unfair. They have a good deck though, but I think we have a good chance of winning if we draw. If we have a little bit less of a clunky draw. Sure. Damn. I guess we haven't taken any damage yet. If we can get in the range of using Commit Memory, this could end up being fine. Just gonna leave their... Well, I guess my Scarab God is gone, so I might as well remove their creature in case they have a Gravedigger. Yeah, if we can trade here, commit their next play. Hopefully it will not be Liliana. And then memory, and we draw better than they draw. Maybe we can do something, I don't know. And things are looking kind of bad, but it's not unwinnable, despite a pretty bad start. Yeah, goodbye. Don't play another threat, please, 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 please. Oh, that's great. If I draw my land and I can just memory, that's gonna be awesome. Oh, land and rat though. Oh well, what can I do? What can I say? I'm worried about them casting a Liliana or an Angler Drake here, at which point we might not be able to win anymore. Sure. My Eternal is not going to attack into the Horror. I don't really want to take more damage than necessary. They get to remove the commit memory, but not even sure it would be that good for us here. Another Carian's creature. Yeah. Don't like how this is going. However, they have one card in hand, which if it's a land and if we draw a couple good cards, we might still come back in this. We still don't have we still don't have a 6-land for commit memory anyway, and it's kind of, you know, gambling, you know, they might just get better things than we do. Now we can start milling them, but it's not gonna win us the game fast enough. And we kinda wanna keep 6-land around for our Angler Drakes, so it's probably not really an option right here. Oh my god, they drew their own Angler Drake. Yeah. That's pretty bad. Angler Drake, please come. Not even close. Yeah, I needed these lands a little bit earlier. I guess we are just dead to the Flyers. Alright, GG's. Can't really complain because I ran pretty well through the whole draft, but this late game felt a little bit bad, unfortunately. Never feels good to mulligan to death. But yeah, that's Magic. That's how it is. Hope you enjoyed that draft as a whole. Thank you for watching. Drop likes if you did, and see you for another one soon.